What's up, Moose Crew? Same day, different introduction because I didn't want to have to drag all my camera equipment out here. But in today's video, I'm going to be taste testing all the TRAILTOPIA breakfast. I decided as I'm going through all the different companies that you can get backpacking food from, I'm going to start with all breakfast and then move on to lunches and dinners and stuff if they have lunch, but I know it's more like entrees. But yeah, so today's video is going to be on TRAILTOPIA. Basically, all of these are oatmeal except for one, which is the egg scramble. The egg scramble has sausage, red and green bell peppers, and onion. And then we have blueberry oatmeal, brown sugar raisin, apple cinnamon oatmeal, strawberry oatmeal, banana oatmeal, chocolate raspberry, peach, and then mango. And so I'm reviewing these because oatmeal is one of those really common backpacking foods. Like I remember when I was doing backpacking as a ranger, I would always have the Quaker oats, and that was definitely, I think, the most easiest meal that I could have made. But you know, these ones, they have some different flavors, but I'm also seeing, are they actually that great that it's worth paying $3.50 per pack for these, when if you get the generic, you know, Jewel Osco brand or something, to get the same serving size as these, you'd have to eat 2 of those packs, and that's only going to cost you about 80 cents. So that's a pretty big price difference. So these better live up, in my opinion, to being as good or better than that. But yeah, so same thing as before. For the next 9 days, I'm going to be eating all these for breakfast, and then I'm going to be rating the first bite all the way down to the last bite. So as I said before, it should be good the entire time, and if I feel like I can't even take the last bite, not because I'm full, but because it's just kind of gross, it's not good. So I'm gonna take those 2 scores and then average them out and then see who comes up to the top. So let's get eating. And we back. So the TRAILTOPIA oatmeals were a complete and utter disappointment. The apple cinnamon, mango, blueberry, brown sugar and raisin, and the banana all scored 1s. The strawberry scored a 1.5. And then the peach scored a 4.5. I'll get into why that one was so high. And then the chocolate raspberry was a 6.5. And then the egg scramble, which is going to be a standalone at the end, came out to be an 8. But so with these ones, they were so bland. Like they were just so completely bland. Like there was nothing satisfying with them except for the fact that they kept me full after eating them. But as I kept doing, like, because I started with the apple cinnamon, and I'll show you the clip of how watery it came out initially, which again, I followed the instructions on the package of how much water to put in, and it just was so soupy and bland. So I initially thought that I didn't make it right. And so on the second one I made was the peach. And I think because this one was so bland, that's why this one went up to a 4.5, because I just thought that like, oh yeah, this is like, you know, significantly better, because I remembered how bad this one was. But honestly, probably if I was gonna eat this again, it would probably also be a 1 with the rest of them, because the only thing that was memorable was the actual peach bites. And in all of these, there's not really that much fruit given. And like the mango had a little bit of flavor. Blueberry had 0 flavor, even when you were eating the blueberry chunks. Like the flavor was completely gone from them. Brown sugar and raisin, there was nothing. The bananas actually tasted really gross in the bananas. And yeah, it was horrible. The strawberry one, the freeze-dried strawberries did taste good, but just all in all, it was a completely unsatisfying meal. And for $3.50 for all of the oatmeals, I would much rather just get Quaker oats, where I would have to buy, like if I bought a master pack, it would come out to about 40 cents per packet, and then to eat 2 of them, which is the equivalent of these, it would only cost me about 80 cents. And the only thing you're really getting from these is these little like heat packs and stuff, but you can just take a jet boil, pour the water into an oatmeal pack, and then make it like just inside the pack. Like it's not gonna melt through and stuff, and then you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, these were all a big L, but the chocolate raspberry was the best one, and it's because of the chocolate. It held the most flavor for the entire time. Like I actually felt really satisfied eating it and stuff. There was kind of a lack of like overall sweetness because I think they might have used dark chocolate in this, so it was a little bitter, but overall this one was the best. But the only upside to the Trailtopias being so bland is that you could really customize these to your liking. So you could add in, yeah, chocolate, peanut butter, handful of nuts or some granola or something, and then make it a little more yours. But that's more stuff you're gonna have to take with you in order to make it taste better when, again, Quaker Oats is just gonna taste good right out the box. And all I have to do is add hot water, maybe some chocolate chips or whatever. But yeah, so I don't think I'll ever buy the Trailtopia oatmeals ever again. But so now the egg scramble. This one was an interesting one. It comes in at $11.99 and it scored 8s all across the board. And the weird thing about this is not like your normal hydrated camp meal where you just add in the water and then you can just eat it. You actually pour the water in and then you have to cook these in a pan, which a lot of people I don't actually think realize that. But so that's a bit of a downside because I would kind of expect it just to be like the standard camp meals of add in the water, shake it up, eat it, that's it. But surprisingly, these actually tasted pretty good. It just honestly needed just a little bit of salt and pepper. And then if you had like maybe a little bottle of hot sauce or ketchup, that would really help it. So this one overall was actually pretty good, but I do think kind of the biggest inconvenience is that you actually have to cook it. And like I said, some other reviews that I was reading, people said they didn't realize that. And it's that it adds weight because now they have to bring a pan. But all in all, if you at least read the instructions before going on your trip, you know what to bring. But this is actually a pretty good one, and I would recommend this. But it is pretty small compared to other camp meals, and for the price of $11.99, I don't know how well you can justify that. So that's all for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe below. If you guys want to see any other brands, please let me know in the comments. The next breakfasts that are up are going to be the Peak Refuels. And I'm actually really excited for these because I've heard some pretty decent reviews from some of my friends even. So yeah, so please like and subscribe, and haven't thought of a good outro to match my intro of like Moose Crew. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know down below. So thanks. Have a good one.